It is April, isn't it? Alright, welcome back to the channel. So, we had a plan this morning of going to finish up a few gravel jobs and then getting the sprayer running and then getting switched over to spray bean chemical tomorrow and then maybe start planting tomorrow. But we just checked the weather. I don't know why we waited till now to check the weather, but there's supposed to be like up to 30-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow and Wednesday. So if you don't know a lot about spraying, that's not good weather for spraying. So I guess we're gonna postpone those trucking jobs and get the sprayer running first thing this morning. There's a little bit of frost on the ground, so we gotta wait for that to burn off, but we're gonna try and knock out as many acres as we can today. That way, when it gets windy, we don't have to worry about it. Hope this thing starts. Alright, we got another change of plans already. I told the guy I was going to be hauling gravel for that I'd be there today, and he seemed a little bit upset when I told him the news that we needed to get the sprayer running, so Dad's gonna take off and take care of him. I'm gonna go get the first load of chemical. We've got to wait for this frost to melt off before we can start spraying anyway, so I'm gonna get the first load. Then we got Dylan coming out and he'll be able to haul chemical for me. We just got, let's see, 80, 50, and 40 acres, so 120, 170 acres to spray for us that we really need to get done today. And if we can get that done timely, get flushed out, get switched over to beans, we are going to try and knock out as many of those as we can because of the wind that's supposed to be coming. So I got the first load of chemical. I gotta fix something real quick in here. This suction cup thing that holds my iPad keeps falling down, so I need to wash the window behind it. I think there's just enough dust. It fell down, we left it stuck there over the winter and it fell down at some point, and I think it got just enough dust that it won't stick now. Alright, hopefully that works. Dylan's here. And we're off. Say hi, Sadie. Well, we're broke down already. I noticed my pressure dropped for my, I noticed my boom pressure dropped, and I got out and there's a leak somewhere on the main line back here. Somewhere in there, it's all wet and it's leaking out. I got to figure out where exactly it's leaking from. So I think I saw it leaking out of here where this fitting goes together. I'm gonna try and take that apart and see if the gasket's broken or if it moved or something. We're spraying 28% nitrogen, which is really sticky, so I just loosened it, let it drain out, and rinsed it off. It's not fun dealing with that sticky stuff. I don't think that was the problem. I can't tell where it's leaking from, so I'm gonna have to wait for Dylan to get back so I can pull this thing out in the field and actually spray some chemical through it, because that's the only time it leaks. So he'll have to watch and tell me where it's leaking from. Dylan's back. I got that on. So where's it? It's leaking out of there. That's what I just put back together. So like right under this clamp?
Yeah.
Or is it like back?
No, well, I mean, it could be seeping out here, but it was dripping right here.
Okay. I'm gonna have you turn the sprayer on. When I get back there, just push that red switch and count to 3, and then push it again. Alright, so I didn't really figure out what the problem was in the boom line. I think the clamp was just loose, so I tightened it. Still got a small drip though, so I'm gonna have to watch that all day. My main problem why I was losing boom pressure is because the nozzle body blew off. You probably saw that in the video just a little bit ago, but I didn't notice it. So thankfully I caught it before I got too far into the field, but we're gonna go back out there and see what we got. Okay, we're about to see what we've got. I'm a little disappointed because that nozzle body that broke off was spraying right on one of my strips all the way around the field, this field strip till. So that's probably going to affect the corn in that row. So I'm really glad that I got that caught before I got the whole field sprayed, because that would not make me very happy. But it is what it is. Can't help it sometimes. Shoot. Alright, so what just happened was I shut the sprayer down and came back to the job, so I had to hit continue job on the screen, but I always forget to do that whenever I leave a job and come back. So that usually gets me a couple times every year. We're spraying now. I got good boom pressure, and hopefully it stays that way. We got the sprayer working good. I'm probably gonna end this part of the video here because I don't want to do another video just spraying. I want this to be the first day of planting video. So we're just gonna roll this into the next day. I might pick it back up if we start planting this afternoon, which is a possibility. So we'll see you on the next part of the video. All right, it's the next day and we're gonna go plant some corn. We got all kinds of help today. We got Keith, Dylan, Dad, me. They're around here somewhere. First thing I've got to do is I've got to do some measurements for where the GPS is at on the tractor. That tells the row shut-offs when to actually shut off. So I've got to measure how far it is from the drawbar, how far it is from the planter, and all that stuff. We also have to flush some water through our starter system, make sure that's working, and then we should be good to go. Filled up a seed, filled up a starter, see if we can make this thing plant. Height is fine. Done. Planter. There to the middle of the wheels.
6 inches.
So 237 and 231. All right, we got all our measurements. Just got to put them in the computer and we should be good. So wheel distance, 237, enter. Seed exit, 231. All right, now we're just running some fresh water through our starter system, make sure everything's flushed good. Also make sure we don't have any leaks. Dylan's playing with his hose again. Starter system seems to be working good. Now we just need some seed. Hey Dylan, how do you like our new seed tender?
Looks good.
You do all the work and I'll film you.
Sounds good.
Hello? Hi. No. I am pumped to get this thing in the field and try it. I just hope it works. I really don't know what I'm doing with that, the 2020. I've never used one before, but it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Watch some videos about it. YouTube's great for that. So I got started and it was saying number 15 wasn't planting, but it is planting. I dug up seed, found seed. Dad and Dylan are taking the box off. This 2020 is not reading the right sensor. We put all Wave Vision sensors and it still says number 15 is a Dickie John sensor. So we're gonna try unplugging it, plugging it back in, seeing if it will recognize the new sensor, and then see what we got from there. All right, so it is still telling me that number 15 is not planting, and I know for a fact that it is. So it's not sensing that it's planting, and I can't figure out why. See, there's a corn seed right there, so I know it's planting. Would you hush? We got a nest right there. Mama's not happy. It's amazing I didn't run over her eggs. I haven't been filming a whole lot because we don't really know what the problem is. And we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants, and I don't really want to deal with the camera, but we just ended up switching out a seed tube on row 15. We put a different one in. I called our precision guy. He said we could maybe try that. Tried another couple things that he mentioned, and that didn't help. So I'm just getting things booted up again. We're gonna try that new seed tube and see what we got. Well, we're planting, but this thing is still telling me that row 15 has failed, and we can't figure out what the deal is. I think I'm gonna go, I basically got the border of this field done. I'm just gonna go back to, and get turned around here. I'm gonna go back to the house and we're just gonna check all of our connections everywhere. We added those different seed tubes, so that meant we had to add a different harness in. Maybe a pin got pushed out or something in that harness. That's what we're thinking. So, like I said, I know for a fact that row 15 is planting because I've dug and I found the seed. It's just not sensing on the monitor that it's planting. So, otherwise, everything's working great. The row clutches are working. I've got 99.3% singulation. My population is 33,500. Other than just row 15. And I don't want to just keep planting because, you know, you can prove that it's planting, but you never know when it's going to actually stop planting. So we got to get this figured out. I figured we'd have a lot of bugs the first day, which this isn't really the first day. It's just we wanted to try it, see what we needed, maybe learn something, see what we needed to work on, and then hit it hard tomorrow if we can get this thing running. So I've been in contact with our precision dealer. He knows what the deal is. He's supposed to call me back and see if there's anything he thinks we need to check. Well, our first day of Plant 20 was kind of a bust. We got some bugs to work out of this thing. Like I said, I've been in contact with our precision dealer. I'm gonna talk to him, see what he recommends we do. Hopefully he could send somebody out, or he could come out to look at this thing. The problem is I just don't know exactly what I'm doing yet with this 2020 monitor. I know it's planting, everything's working good on the planter end, even the row clutches and everything. It's not sensing the way it should be. So we're gonna take a breather, look this thing over, and hopefully pick it back up tomorrow. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.